Writing skills, information transfer, tabular form, or fact file. Students, let us understand what is information transfer. Information transfer is the rewriting of information in one format into another format. Thus, if you are given information in the form of tree diagrams, tables, points, graphs, pie charts, do's or don'ts, etc., you will have to write a paragraph including all the information. This information transfer is called as non-verbal to verbal transfer. So from this particular format, it could be a table, it could be a pie chart. You will write that information in a paragraph. Now, this type of an information transfer is not for standard 6, but you have to know what exactly is information transfer non-verbal to verbal. Children, you might also be given a paragraph and you will have to elicit or put the main points to frame a tree diagram, table or a tabular form, graph or pie chart or some other kind of visual representation containing all the information. This information transfer is known as verbal to non-verbal. So students of standard 6, you will be doing this information transfer from verbal to non-verbal, where a paragraph will be given to you and you will transfer that information either in a tree diagram, in a tabular form, in a graph or pie chart. But this year, you will only transfer the information in a tabular form or in the form of a table. So you will have information transfer verbal to non-verbal or information transfer tabular form or also as a fact file. You will be given a paragraph and you will have to elicit the main points in the form of a table or in the tabular form. Example of information transfer tabular form. This is what you are expected to do, students of standard 6, where you will transfer the information from a paragraph, from a given paragraph into the form of a table or a tabular form. So let us read this paragraph. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a zealous social worker holding modern and progressive views. He firmly stood against social bigotry, conservation and superstition and advocated English and Western education for his fellow men. He knew many languages like English, Persian, Arabic, Latin, French, and even Hebrew. He was born in 1772 in West Bengal. He joined East India Company in 1805. The title Raja was conferred on Ram Mohan Roy by the Mughal emperor. In 1814, he founded the Atmiya Sabha and in 1828 the Brahmo Samaj. He abolished sati, child marriage and the parda. He is rightly called the father of Indian Renaissance or the father of Indian nationalism. He died on 27th September 1833 in England. So this is a paragraph and you have to transfer this paragraph into the form of a table. So it is verbal to non-verbal. Can you see this table? There are certain subtitles: name, date of birth, ill practices abolished, institutions launched, and languages known. So this paragraph is an information about Raja Ram Mohan Roy, and we have to elicit the main points given in this paragraph in this table. We have to fill in the table. So name Raja Ram Mohan Roy. date of birth. That is, when was he born? When was he born? 1772. If they would also say the place, date of birth and place, then you would also write the place, West Bengal. Ill practices abolished. Ill practices means the bad practices. So what are the things that he abolished? He abolished sati, child marriage, and parda. See here, it is given over here that he abolished sati, child marriage, and the parda. So these were all the bad practices or the ill practices. The institutions that he launched or he founded, what did he launch, or which institutions did he find? One is the Atmiya Sabha and the Brahmo Samaj. So these are the two institutions that he founded. You could write the year also, or if they say institution launched in which year, then you would put Atmiya Sabha in 1814 and the Brahmo Samaj in 1828. What are the languages that he knew? So languages known. So it's given over here: English, Persian, Arabic, Latin, French, and Hebrew. So these were the languages that he knew. So we have transferred this information which is given in a paragraph in the form of a table or a tabular form. So this kind of an information transfer is called as verbal to non-verbal. And students of standard 6, you are doing only this kind of information transfer, tabular form, verbal to non-verbal. Assignment to be done. Transfer the given information in a tabular form. This is information transfer, verbal to non-verbal. The paragraph is given and you will have to fill in this given table. It is your assignment. I'll read the paragraph. For a man, both physical as well as moral courage are necessary. There is, however, a wide difference between the two. The examples of physical courage are wrestlers and racers. The examples of moral courage are found in the personalities of Swami Vivekananda and Mahatma Gandhi. Both of them had lean figures. Physical courage can be acquired through physical exercise. Mental courage can be acquired by exercising the mind, which infuses moral courage. The prerequisite for physical courage is nutrition and diet, whereas for moral courage, it is a strong value system. It is a widely known fact that for cultivating moral courage, it is necessary to keep away from the desires of the material world, and to cultivate physical courage, one should be away from dominating others on the basis of their physical strength. Moral courage is more powerful than physical courage. So the points that they have given here, points regarding moral courage and physical courage. Acquired through. How is moral courage acquired through, and how is physical courage acquired through? The prerequisite for moral courage and physical courage. What have we to keep away from? And the examples of moral courage and physical courage. So you have to fill in this table. Read the paragraph again carefully and fill in the given table or the tabular form. So this is information transfer, tabular form, where you are transferring the information from a paragraph. The paragraph is given to you and you have to fill in the details in this given table.